I've seen the highlights and I cannot wait to bring them to you. What a week 12 we have in store. Obviously some teams looking to make that big push towards the playoffs, but before we dive into all of the action of week 12, let's take a look back at week 11 and who earned your highlight of the night. Coming in with a tie for third place, it's going to be Grand Marquis, and incredible user play here with the strip. Gonna pick it up and so tight to the sidelines twice, but able to get through for a big Packers score. Now here, Thomas Rogers in the reins, gonna be rolling to his right and able to playmaker up the field, followed by a gorgeous pass lead, getting behind Dion Lane and all the way to the end zone. Big play. Coming in second place in the voting, it's going to be Tommy Two Beers, finding a way up the seam, weaving his way through the traffic, cribbing it for what's got to be a record however many times. Number one play of the night. Look at the user by Port City. Down a point late in the fourth quarter, able to get the interception to avoid going down 3, and actually goes up 1 for the victory. Absolutely phenomenal user play by Port City baller. Incredible job picking up the win. Down 1 late in the ball game, gets the pick 2 to seal it. Phenomenal result, phenomenal game, love it. It seems like we're in for quite a ride down the stretch. Yes, Zona and Grand Marquis right now holding down the number 1 seeds in their respective divisions. However, if you've seen the action behind them and the people coming up, it's gonna be quite the battle down the stretch and into the playoffs. Playing with you night after night, delivering huge highlights as the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, with that being said, unfortunately heading to Green Bay, so does Grand Marquis. Great defense, great offense, number 1 seed in the NFC. Let's head to the highlights. Picking things up with Aaron Rodgers in the gun, split offset. Great play to Hardman, who's going to turn it up the field and turn it into 7 for the Green Bay Packers. Now Jalen Hurts at the helm. Looks over the field, thinks he's got an option, but the corner route is absolutely begged by the Packers secondary, and they're able to score. Big play for Green Bay. Now 14-0 here when Hurts looking at the end zone. Another big interception for the Green Bay defense, and a would-be tackle is missed, and that leads to another 90 yards all the way down the field. Just one of those days for the Packers, playing phenomenal defense. Hard to get anything going here. Just a look at a little in route that he turns up for the first down. Tough day in Green Bay. From start to finish, as thorough a performance as you could have. Big day for Grand Marquis and the Green Bay Packers. CJ Reigns has had some phenomenal victories this season, and today he heads to Kansas City to take on Connor and the Red Hot Chiefs. 7-0 Browns at this point, 5:35 to go second quarter. Browns with the ball. It's going to be Cordell White going deep and finding his man just inside the back left pylon. Gorgeous throw by Cordell White. And speaking of great plays, here we have it. It's going to be Zeke Elliott turning ankles and getting to the end zone for the Chiefs, who are down 21-7 at this point, when it's gonna be Watson rolling right, throwing back to the left, but this time works out beautifully. Gorgeous touchdown for the Chiefs. Now a lot of work here for Zeke to do, but he finds a way and powers in for a 21-all tie at this point. Now here it's going to be Cordell White looking over to the left, finds a man, good hezzy, and he's into the end zone. A very big win for CJ Reigns, going into Arrowhead and picking up a 38-21 victory. Big day for the Browns. Mike drops in his Washington football team, needing victories in that crazy NFC East, headed to Atlanta to take on DZ and his Falcons. Opening quarter, Tagovailoa at the helm in the gun. He's gonna look over to his right, over the top, and finds his man. Big touchdown for the football team, and picking it up right there, 7-0. Minshew looking to answer. He goes to the left, but it's a huge pick for the football team. They're able to bring it up past midfield and would take over from there, up 10-0. After picking up the field goal, Falcons back at it. It's going to be Minshew looking over to the left. Does he have a step? Yes, he does. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. And 17-10 when we pick it up next. And hit as he throws. And I say that sentence far too often. It doesn't happen like that in real life. How many times you seen quarterback hit as he throws and a wobbly duck comes out? I mean, it happens, what, once every 2 months maybe? Now here on the sideline pattern, DZ bringing his A game in this one. Make the final 41-20 in Atlanta. Kmac 33 and his Minnesota Vikings hit the road to take on King J-Lou and his Miami Dolphins. It's going to be Joe Burrow leading the drive. 4:06 first quarter when he rolls left. Doesn't like what he sees until races just inside the pylon for a big 7. Now fast forward 10-7 for the Dolphins when at the back of the end zone they turn the Vikings away, and then again on another drive down to about the same distance and just snatching the ball away from Casina. 14 points turned away from deep inside the red zone. Starting the third quarter off right though, the Vikings going over top. Justin Jefferson, Danny Dimes finally connecting with his wide receiver, and up 5, they go for 2 to make it a 7-point ball game. Spread him out, go with a slant, and he's able to hang on in some pretty tight coverage. Now here, Gesicki is absolutely gonna toast Eric Kendricks, who was in man coverage on the play. Little corner route and just trailing by 5-6 yards, could not keep up with the tight end. It was 17 all when on a 3rd and 5 they hit Casino over the middle and pretty tight on the sticks to get through, and it's going to be 24-17 for the Vikings, and they would take that lead into the fourth quarter, but ultimately it's going to be the Dolphins hitting him as he throws. Well underthrown ball, and the Dolphins are in prime territory, already in field goal range, and the Vikings desperate for a sack to knock them out of range. The Dolphins able to find the guy and find the end zone. King J-Lou picking up a big home win in Miami over the Vikings. The Jags are playing some fantastic ball right now, and their tight end really stood out yesterday, having a phenomenal game here. It's going to be a tight end screen, beautifully designed, getting him into the end zone, and then later on in the ball game, up 38-0. Jacksonville playing great ball, and they're going to hit the tight end again, picking up a block, and get all the way down to the 1 yard line there. Lots of yards for their electric tight end. Oliver will be looking to keep it going for Jacksonville as it's 4-1-2 and his Jags headed to Las Vegas to take on King Cube and his Raiders. 17-0 when we drop into this one. Jags just playing great ball, looking over to the middle, and it looked good, but the user lurked in effect, and what a tackle by Matt Stafford there, keeping him out of the end zone. Some great effort and hustle by the Raiders. Pivot now here, it's going to be Sproles up the middle, finding a way, and he would hit pay dirt, making it 37 points for the Jags at that point. Again, user lurk, this one just acrobatic going up to get it. That is sealing. Backing up an amazing performance out of Indianapolis last week, the Jags keep on rolling. Big win today in Las Vegas. Snap Crackle has been making a name all season long, playing great ball, some huge highlights, and most importantly, collecting the wins. Today, headed to Seattle to take on Ryan and the Seahawks. Big NFC West battle. Here we are, 7-3 Rams at this point. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, nose of the ball. Gets over the line, and if you fast forward, 21-10 for the Rams when Mayfield rolls to his left, looks down the field, throw a little too flat. It's going to be picked off by the Rams, but unable to score on it. The Seahawks get the ball back. Going to be a run up the left-hand side. Barely touched as he gets over the line. I guess some contact at the line, but the Rams here on the corner route's gonna find his man just inside the sideline. 28-16 at this point. Mayfield looking to make something happen, needing to get back into this football game. He'll roll left. He's gonna look deep to the end zone, but it's the Rams secondary turning him away, and still 28-16, this time rolling to the right. Any better luck there? Absolutely not. Big user lurking. What a job on the sticks, and that'll clinch it for the Rams. Snap, crackle, pops again. Big win in Seattle for the Rams. Make the final 42-24. Javon and his Broncos in to take on the number 1 seed in the AFC, Zona and the Chargers. Here we have it, nothing. It's going to be Javon back to Bass, but big trouble finding the Chargers linebacker, and Murray's going to bring it in for the score. It was 7-0 at that point. This time looking over, and there's a cluster. There's 7 powder blue jerseys. And it's going to be an interception, 14-0 at this point. Now a little bit of trickery, maybe a little bit of cheese. You know, you got the monster play, everybody out wide, bring them in. Are we able to expose anything? That's it for motions. I hope I don't see any more motions. Okay, good. All of that for that. Big pick, and it's going to the end zone. Murray again. Down to the wire, big win for LA, make the final 35-27. In an NFC battle that should see these teams headed to the playoffs, it's My Jumper is Green and the Chicago Bears into New York to take on Oh Yeah Next and his Giants. 7-0 Bears. Mahomes with the ball, is gonna drop back, looks left, gorgeous interception there. That was a user lurk. What a job, and the stop, the hezzy into the end zone. Great job by My Jumper is Green, finding his way to the end zone. 14-0 at that point. Mahomes looking to get back into this game. He drops back, looks for the little screen pass to Chubb, and he'll make no mistake. Great stick work by Oh Yeah Next, getting into the end zone. Now 14-all, going over top. It's going to be Tyreek Hill, as he often does, getting behind the coverage for an easy 7. 28-14 here when Mahomes going to the back of the end zone, taps the toes, and that would make it a Giants touchdown. Now here, Bears looking to close, and they do. The air attack today was key for Chicago. Big win for the Bears. Matt Cole and his Baltimore Ravens, a model of consistency, bringing in wins left, right, and center. No bigger than last night, taking on the reigning Super Bowl champions, and Kyle Trask delivering a victory. Today, they take on divisional rivals Syth and his Cincinnati Bengals. Nothing. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Kyle Trask getting rid of the ball under pressure, and Pratt is going to take it all the way down the field. Look at Brown and Duvernay having a little race amongst themselves. Looked like Brown had a half a step on him. But with that, we've got Trask back at the helm, looking to tie the ball. Came up at 7, but the Bengals have other ideas. Big pick at the goal line's going to give Cincinnati the ball back. Now here, Carr in the gun, looking for somebody down the field, and it's going to be a huge interception. Perfect timing. Click on there by Matt Cole. Down 14. Trask looking over the top, rolls to his left under pressure, hit as he throws, and you know what that means, hit as he throws. How many times in the late second quarter is the defending team gonna score? Car, seam, touchdown. Gotta quit talking because the clip ends here. Could this be the coming out party that Syth has been waiting for? Huge win in Cincinnati for the Bengals. Starboy and his New York Jets head to Detroit to take on Joey and the Lions. Nothing, ball game, 5:05 on the clock. We're just getting into this one. Trevor Lawrence finding the corner route, gonna turn it up the field. 7-0 Jets at this point. Now fast forward, 14-7 Jets when Trevor Lawrence rolls to his right, surveys the field. He's gonna look back to his left, and like that often does, it doesn't end well, but great tackle by Lawrence. Getting back on the play now here. Thomas Rogers rolls to his left, looking down the field. All sorts of trouble, but makes a beautiful play. Makes them all miss. Almost gets into the end zone. That was a huge play for the Detroit Lions where Saquon takes the handoff. And it's a race to the sidelines that he's going to win in 31-17 at that point. Fast forward 38-17. And Swift with some moves of his own, getting it down to about the 11-yard line. From there, Thomas Rogers in the pistol. He's going to look to the end zone. Pump fake, throws up the seam. And they're going to close it to 38-24. Unable to recover the onside kick. Saquon cuts in, cuts out. Great play up the sideline. That'll seal it. A big win for Starboy in this one. Make the final 45-24. The Cowboys coming off a huge divisional win versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Today they're going to be hosting Blitz and the Houston Texans. Picking this one up 7-all at the start of the second quarter. Dak looking for a simple post route, but exceptional coverage by the Texans secondary when it's going to be Love rolling to his right, looking. Maybe hit as he throws, but he gets the ball off, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Texans, making it 14-all at that point. Now Love in an I formation has a fullback available. It's going to be a run to the right-hand side. This would make it 28-14 at that point. Now fast forward 30-21, goes to the screen pass with some off coverage. That's a great call, getting into the end zone on that play. Now looking to seal it, looking to come back. Dak with 2:01 remaining, giving out the orders, 5 wide. He's going to look down the field, and he's stripped. That would seal it for Blitz and the Texans. Great job by Blitz going into Dallas, picking up the win to keep pace in the AFC. We have the Saints into Tampa Bay to take on JJ and his Bucks. The Saints share button is broken in this one, as is the shed by Barrett coming through. Hit as he throws, and that'll be an interception for Devin White, but that's all the footage we got in this one today. What a tight ball game in Tampa Bay. Make the final 17-13 for the Saints. No clips on the day from New England. It was the Bills over the Patriots. And it was the Tennessee Titans unstoppable with a forced win in Indianapolis. And Timmy and the Panthers hosting the Steelers, picking up the forced win in this one. Tommy Two Beers putting up over 30 points a game, playing some great football, heads to San Francisco to take on I. Miller and his 49ers. Zach Wilson in the gun, has his halfback to the right. Chances are we should focus on Kittle though, and go guess, it's Kittle off to the end zone on some sort of pattern towards the right corner. Go figure. Now, with that being said, 14-7 for the Niners, when it's going to be Tommy without Noah Hawkins, able to get in the end zone. I believe that was with Edmonds. Great run nonetheless. Now Hawkins back in the game, but the throw is going to go to Croft. He's going to get in the end zone, and they would have the lead at that point, 33-28 for the Cards. Zach Wilson looking end zone, tight coverage. but able to be caught by Kittle. Now ball game right now on the line. Lamar is going to look to the end zone. One last chance at victory. And it's going to be a Niners interception to close it up. Great ball game in San Francisco. Down to the wire. Make the final 36-33 for Miller and his Niners. Great battles around the league today. Let's take a look at some of our top performers in our Players of the Week. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. It's going to be Zach Wilson, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, leading Miller's Niners to the victory with 25 of 33, 402 passing yards, 5 passing touchdowns on the day. NFC Defensive Player of the Week from My Jumper is Green's Chicago Bears. It's the free safety, 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. We saw the beautiful stop and go Hezzy. Great score for the Bears. Now, Cordell White, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Great day for CJ Raines and the Browns. 16 of 23, 3 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown along the way. Now, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. That guy, he plays for the Dolphins. 4 tackles, 3 interceptions. Great job, bro. It's that time. Let's take a look at who are some of our nominees for Highlight of the Night. First stop is going to be in Detroit, where Saquon, on a little bit of an orbit route, spins in and out, up the sidelines into the end zone, on the way to a big win for the Jets. Now here it's Mahomes looking over the field, and it's what happens after this catch. Gorgeous user lurk just to start, but he's got men to beat, and great job putting on the brakes, getting into the end zone. Now here, it's going to be the Rams with a 28-16 lead. Watch them cover DK all the way across the field. Yes, that's a user lurk, and he's not done there, cutting in and out, making people miss. Phenomenal job on the way to the end zone. Some great options to choose from. Please make sure to leave your vote in the comments section below. Now, for our question of the day, what we'd like to know is, do you think there should be a maximum as to how many superstars or X Factors a team can have in total or on one side of the ball? Please leave your answers in the comments section below. That wraps up our look at Week 12, and what a week it was. Thanks so much for tuning in, and for everyone at Daily Advanced Madden, I'm kmac33, and I'll see you tomorrow with Week 13.